Hola, mi compañeros. Yeah, that was really bad Spanish, I know. Forgive me. I don't mean to offend anybody, but whatever. This is my Tropico 4 playthrough. By the way, I'm the Redhead Gamer, just in case you people were wondering. I'm pretty sure most of you do know. If not, that's fine. I don't care. It's fine. It really is. So we're gonna play a sandbox game, and we're just gonna go with a random island, you know? I am in the mood for a very, very nice democratic nation, if you know what I mean. Oh yes, peace, love, democracy, and removing problems while spreading the great glorious words of the Demon Lord. You guys know what I mean. Do you? Yeah, I hope you guys do, because if not, we'll have to fix that. I'm gonna show you people today how to rule a great, glorious, and prosperous nation. And I will change Tropico into a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, we're just gonna... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we're just gonna keep everything in the middle for now. I don't really feel like messing with it too much, you know? I don't want to create like a barren land or like, you know, a jungle nation, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's put that in the middle. And yeah, I don't think I want any of this stuff, do I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't want any of this. I'm just making sure though. Who knows? Yeah. This is gonna be amazing. We're gonna be playing a 30-year game, in case you guys were wondering. I play 50 years a lot, but, you know, it gets kind of boring in some parts. Like, usually once you get past the 20th year, things start to slow down. The game becomes really easy, especially if you have everything like locked down. So, let's see. How do I feel like... I mean, what do I feel like today? Yeah, For backgrounds, I think I'll go with the... You know what, let's do Born in the Purple. I feel like being a royalist. That sounds very nice. And for my rise to power, I think I'm going to go with religious appointment. Just keep it simple. Because everybody knows the Demon Lord chose me to rule over these lands. All will bow before his great glory. And let's get to the game. So, even though you see a flashing star in the corner, that has nothing to do with the game right now. My whole plan is to basically make myself rich, make everybody else miserable. And I don't know about you people, but I really don't see a problem with that. We should get straight to being a dictator. But first, we gotta win over the hearts of the people. By hugging babies, singing songs, you know, shaking hands, just overall being a very great person who would one day be fit enough to be an evil dictator who backstabbed his people. And then we will fill up our Swiss bank account to such high amounts that we could retire to some island somewhere. Probably the Galapagos Islands, because, well, I like the Galapagos Islands. It's just a fun word to say. So say it with me right now. Galapagos Islands. I don't hear anybody talking. Galapagos Islands. Now, what was your favorite part of the adventure? That was mine too. I'm sorry, I just had to pull one of those for once. I always wanted to do that, you know? So, yeah. In order to make sure that the fine nation of Tropico continues on being a strong economic powerhouse, we must make sure to build up the cattle industry. Only through exporting cattle meat, aka beef, may we continue on becoming an economic powerhouse. Yes, that was a very great speech, I know. I should run for president or senate one day. It'd be a very great honor. So, while we're doing this, I'm just gonna build some, you know, economic buildings. Like, I'm gonna build a salt mine and, you know, a ton of ranches. And some farms. You know, we might as well build some farms. Because People love growing stuff. I mean, ain't that the point of being a worthless peasant farmer? Growing food for the great nation of Tropico so that El Presidente may continue to rule these lands with an iron fist and keep the horrible communists and capitalists at bay as the nation is run in a very fine manner, the likes of which does not need help from either side. Yes, I do say so myself, good people. I really gotta think more before I talk, 'cause sometimes I get so ahead of myself that I lose track of what I'm saying and it just sounds weird. Or I'll say like a word in there that sounds really weird, you know? But that does not matter right now, good people. For we must continue on, growing our great and glorious nation. Look at it. We will have a nation of cattle farmers, and they will spread the glory of Tropican beef everywhere. All Mickey D's around the world and the globe will use our meat. They will become reliant on Tropican beef. For that is the way of Tropico. That is the way of El Presidente. And while this is all going on, I shall spread the religion of the Demon Lord upon my subjects. They will accept him in all his glory and beliefs, and the military will be my hammer. My hammer I will use to crush all rebels and those who oppose my great glorious regime and plans. Those who disagree with them are not worthy of living on Tropico, and I will show you people what I mean by that. Look at my glorious palace. Because I was born in the purple, I have all those upgrades, so you know, it's pretty nice. I mean, look at that. I like those statues and stuff. It makes me feel so awesome. I also have like a little statue of myself out front. I mean, come on now. Tell me that is not awesome. And people are just walking by like, yeah, this is where El Presidente lives. And then I simply look at them and I'm all like, yeah, you better believe it. This is where El Presidente lives. Because if it wasn't for that simple fact, I'd be killing y'all. I'm joking. Yeah, I don't like it when people don't do their job. As you can see there, we just lost a, you know, moment to export some goods. So I kind of decided to, you know, I call it increasing morale, you know, because people seem to work harder when they see one of their friends get shot. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, I don't know what causes that, you know, boost in morale. But if I shoot a lot of people, they usually work harder. So I do it, you know, like that dock worker. He should have worked harder. If he would have worked harder, Tropico would have became stronger. And he wouldn't have had to take a bullet to his head. You know what I mean? So it all works out in the end. Now, if somebody decides that they can survive a bullet, then, well, we have to shoot them. If somebody tries to shoot us, we have to shoot them back. And, you know, if somebody tries to be a heretic and peaceful protest against the government, then, well, we simply have to label them a heretic. Simple as that. No ifs, ands, or buts, and the world is solved. Yeah, we're making a bit of money. That's good. Also, early on in this game, you really don't have to worry about going into debt, because half the time, the USSR, the US, will just give you foreign aid and you'll be able to get yourself out of it. So don't be afraid to spend a lot of money on economic buildings in the beginning, because once you get your economy all set up, it's really easy to get money. And the US and USSR will usually bail you out. And early on, they have such high relationship, well, depending on how you go, really. I mean, if you go really dedicated to one side, you're going to have problems, but usually if you go a nice little balance in between that ain't too capitalist or too communist, you usually have a good relationship with them both, and you can easily just go into debt and it won't hurt their relations that much. I'm just saying. I used to be addicted to Tropico 3. And I don't know if it's still possible to tell what nation somebody's from in Tropico 4. I know this is gonna sound weird, but I used to pull like Hitler games every so often. Like like every random game, I would just pick one random nation, you know, like, I don't know, if I got bored of capitalists or communists, like, if I got bored of